We will be talking about managing the workplace diversity, specifically to local companies. So here are some issues and challenges pertaining to local companies. And here are some strategies that we have thought of to alleviate the challenges faced mentioned earlier. In Singapore's aging population, the retirement age is capped at 67 years old. Not to mention that different aging generations, like the baby boomers in their 60s and 70s, to the Generation X in their 40s and 50s, to the Generation Y aging in the 20s to 30s, that currently make up the workforce. However, each generation has its own perspectives and cultures that clash with each other more often than not, making the workplaces unfeasible to work within certain degrees.
Communication barriers. The challenge arises when managers must figure out how to have the different generations communicate effectively to work together in teams, as well as to empower their strengths and deal with their weaknesses. Baby boomers prefer to communicate by talking face-to-face or on the phone, whereas Generation Y prefers to communicate through digital mediums. There are technological barriers between the age groups as well. For example, the baby boomers might not be as proficient in using new technology. A multi-generation workforce makes it difficult to work together in teams due to differences in perception and beliefs. Baby boomers might not respect younger employees, whereas the younger employees are self-centered and do not take well to receiving advice and criticism. Additionally, employees entering the workforce do not have the proper working experience that the baby boomers have.
After much consideration, we have came up with 3 strategies. Strategy 1. Implementing policies to deal with aging population. A number of studies not only challenge the general belief that older workers resist learning new skills, but also actively look for chances to expand their knowledge. One policy is which company offer employees switching to part-time position or retiring and then returning to work as a contractual staff. Another effective policy we known as Project 67, which is commonly used in England, helps to foster health-conscious attitude among long-serving and knowledgeable staffs. The aim of Project 67 is for aging staffs to devote their later career to new position in which in turn leads to them learning new abilities. In this way, the elderly workers can train younger generation to equip them with relevant skills and knowledge so they can survive in a competitive world. Strategy 2. Workshop to deal with technologies and communication barriers. Companies have to make sure that their staffs are well equipped with relevant knowledge. Managers should come up with a concept whereby they should send their staffs for workshop regularly. This will upgrade their skills in dealing with latest technologies. Workshop will also help the company in the management of talent. For example, managers might be able to notice who has an upper hand on the current technologies. Workshop can also help the younger generation and older generation to have an interaction session whereby they can share their respective views and ideas.
The 3 generations have their own unique individual strengths and weaknesses. Putting them together to work and get tasks completed will be quite a hurdle as each of them have varied input on the same matter. Some are hired but not given tasks based on their strengths, hence it demotivates and makes them look less forward to contributing to the workforce. We would suggest that employers should assign them according to their plus points. The millennials can assist in technological matters as they are born into the digital era. Furthermore, they are the most educated generation of workers. This would really help in any organization. Generation X are more of a hands-on generation. Born after the World War II, they are also more independent than the prior generation. Their strength includes technical knowledge, willing learners, and also very adaptive to work instability in a post-downsizing environment. Baby boomers would make great managers as they are very loyal to their employers. Given their experience in the line of the company, they also would be great mentors for the both Generation X and the millennials. The internal factors motivating them are personal satisfaction, self-definition through personal achievement, and perpetual self-improvement.
In conclusion, managers can use the above strategies to enable employees to be more cohesive and improve on overall productivity. Companies can utilize the concepts to ensure effective management of general diversities in companies.
Created using Powtoon.